All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome on board. Hope you guys are doing absolutely fine. Can you guys hear me properly? Yes, no, on the chat button should be helpful. Hi, everyone. We're doing live on YouTube as well. It's a very, very big day for us. We're going to be meeting Rahul Shukla, sir, who is the XAT convener for this year. And we're going to have a lot of fun with him and ask some tough questions as well. Okay, bhai? Shuru kar dein. Can you guys hear me? People who join in the YouTube live, just do hit on the like button for sure. Okay? Screen mein share kar raha hu and we're going to have fun. Okay. Okay, great. Okay, lovely. Let me just check if everything is good on the YouTube live. हाँ भाई, am I live? Okay, if yes, just type in hi. और आज बहुत बड़ा दिन है. आपको हमारी फैमिली को बहुत बड़े लोग मिलने आए हैं. Let me just check with Rahul Shukla sir if he is live, if he can hear us. Hi sir, are you live? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm here.
Great sir. Sir, if you can switch on a cam, that'll be great help.
Yeah. Hi, Sumit.
Hi sir, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Very, very good. Thank you so much, sir. You're still in office?
Yeah, I'm still in office.
So amazing. Boys and girls, please welcome the XAT Convenor 2023 with us, sir. We are very humbled to have you on board. And I met sir in a conference and I requested, sir, why don't you come on the channel and please हमारे बच्चों को जागरूक करिए. Sir, after CAT, they are a little bit disturbed also. And so I'm going to ask you some tough questions today. So जो भी sir आप reply कर पाएंगे बहुत ही मजा आएगा. They're all saying welcome.
Look forward.
Great, sir. Great, sir. Let's go into details. People who don't, people who know, sir, they are all saying welcome to you on the chat as well. Sir has done his PhD in English, University of Lucknow, and also he has done applied linguistics from University of Pennsylvania, and also he's the adjunct professor at IIM Kozhikode, assistant professor at Symbiosis, and trainee associate with the communication area at IIM Ahmedabad, visiting professors of Entrepreneurship Development Institute of India. Sir, ये heavy names देख के डर लगता है थोड़ा. When a convener is like this, we all expect a difficult paper to come. So, sir, how is the XAT looking like this year? Is it going to be as difficult as CAT, or what's the comparison?
I don't know how you people define the word difficult. XAT will stay the way XAT is, right? We'll definitely try to help you people. We will definitely keep this in mind that when we are actually giving our papers to the young aspirants, we know that you have a particular level. We'll try to follow what you know. We'll try to use your skills, or we'll try to understand how you solve problems, and using those kinds of knowledges which you use in solving quant, verbal, and DM, we'll try to bring those skills, knowledges in our question paper in creating questions so that we can assess the right skills, right competencies. It's not going to be difficult at all, I'm telling you. When I say difficult, I guess this is what I have already told you once, that it's not difficult. It's just a perception about our exam, right? Go with what you have learned. You have already done a lot of mocks over here, I'm sure. You already have been taught right things. You go with this understanding that you can crack it, and you will crack it, right? Don't get worried. There are exams you go through. Sometimes they are according to what you're thinking. Sometimes they are not according to what you're thinking. Based on that, you perceive that they are difficult or not so difficult. Okay. If you are well prepared, stick to your strengths, go rock it.
Sir, this is so amazing. Sir, I'm not comparing with the CAT, but sir, XAT 2009, 2010, एक बार paper खोल के देखो, verbal used to be like crazy. And sir, till 2016, 17, the essay topic are like, we discussed that the other day about jingoism and capitalism and coexist. And sir, मैं तो पूरा research करके आया हूँ, and I've listed down these essay topics. We're going to touch base on essay as well. But sir, those topics are not so easy. I mean, capitalism and democracy cannot coexist. Ethical practices, sustainability, globalization, jingoism. Somewhere listening is a dying art. We hardly listen to. Sir, let's start with essay first. And sir, essay के topics भी ऐसे मुश्किल आएंगे, or it's going to be doable?
I see. If you have seen the last year's paper, we gave you 3 choices. Yeah. We know that there are a few topics you will not be able to handle. So at least you should have 2 more choices or 1 more extra choice, which you can handle and write about, right? We don't expect, I reiterate here, we don't expect you to know everything about the topic. Even if you have some understanding and you can create a logical argument with an underlying clear idea, and you are substantiating what you're saying with reasons and evidence, you are actually good. So don't have to write a research paper over there, right? What we naturally test in your essays is if you can think clearly and precisely, you can write clearly and precisely. And that is what is getting evaluated. If your piece is coherent, everything is well connected, your ideas are transitioning from one paragraph to another paragraph smoothly, you are actually very good. My only suggestion would be, or request would be, when you are done with your essay towards the end, please do at least one reading of that. One proofreading is always important, right? If you do that and you find it perfect, just save it. And that is getting used only if you are shortlisted for XLRI and you have been interviewed by XLRI, because that particular section is used for those candidates who have been interviewed by us. We add the scores of these two sections, essay and GK, in the final score to help you. If, for instance, you have not done so very well in quant, here this can get balanced out. That's why our paper is more holistic. We take care of both engineers and non-engineers. That's the idea.
Sir. So these, so it can balance out later on while in the interview, yes, if quant are not that great. Right. Wow. That's a big news, sir. That's a big news. So amazing, sir. Thanks for that, sir. And great, sir. You're saying it's for the non-engineers as well. By people on the chat just type.
But engineers can also write well. That doesn't mean engineers cannot write well. They can also be good at GK. But idea is that because non-engineers are mostly doing these things, so they don't feel that they're lagging behind. But even in our quant, we try to strike a balance, right? We try to do that, and we equally distribute whatever we have shared in our overview. We try to bring questions from all the topics which we have shared in our interview. Excellent. It will not be, for instance, arithmetic heavy or geometry heavy or algebra heavy. We try to strike a balance. That's what our objective is.
That's so amazing. Great. So, sir, what about the GK? I mean, sir, I am sorry, but thoda against asking GK, and that too, like, I was talking to Gurunathan, sir, like the conveners, and I did a video with him as well last year. So, sir, वो जरूरत नहीं है वो rivers, mountains, Padma awardees, sorry, sir, मुझे लगता है, but what's your take on that? Why do we ask GK?
See, naturally, we want those who are not only aware of what they've studied, but also aware of beyond what they have studied, right? Like, for instance, something they know about the ecosystem they are living in, the country they are actually living in, the kind of things happening in their country, or a few things which are internationally important and they can actually affect, for instance, our economy or what we are doing as a nation. So for instance, those knowledges, those data points are important and relevant. We don't ask random stuff, but still, to make it more specific, this year we have very clearly stated 10 static GK questions and 15 current affairs questions, right? If you are looking at newspaper every day, you are watching things happening around you on television, you will be able to handle current affairs. And even in our static GK, there are enough cues. Even if you know half of the information, you can actually guess the other half. That's how we design our options. So don't worry about that much.
Amazing. And the GK is also counted towards the end later on as well. It's also a compensation, sir, if it doesn't work. If their quant scores are low or maybe verbal were low in the first section, and so the GK mark.
So it's not like that we are actually equating GK with quant. That's not the idea. Like, for instance, I have scored somewhere there is problem with my percentile, right? It's affecting my rank. So ultimately we'll add GK and essay score. So it will take you up in the merit. So obviously it somewhere helps you.
Got it, sir. This is lovely. This is lovely. Great, sir. Moving in forward. So let's move to the tough nut. The tough nut is decision making, and I teach decision making. So so how is decision making as you've seen over a period of time, and why this totally new section, and which is like more or less equal to the other important section as well, and also there's some tips and strategies for them so they are able to crack it. Would be greatly helpful.
See, one thing I would request you, like, this is a very difficult question you have asked. This section called decision making, it's very difficult to game, right? Game in the sense you cannot go with this kind of a mindset that any ethical option is there, I will pick that and it will be a correct option. This is not how decision making questions are created. Only thing you have to keep in mind that when you are going, if your brain is giving you an answer, right? This is the answer. Please do evaluate that particular option. Try to understand what assumptions your brain is using to choose a particular option. If you can pick your assumptions, right? For every option, there's an assumption. If you write down your assumptions, which your brain is using to arrive at this particular, a few particular alternatives, try to check which is the best assumption given the information in the scenario. The information, if it is supporting your assumption, obviously that is the best answer. If you have many assumptions, check which assumption is the best assumption supported by most of the details given in the scenario. If you go by that logic, you may be able to handle, but still I would say there is no structured approach to handle decision making. So idea is that you try to look at information available in the scenario. You try to look forward to how many stakeholders are involved, what kind of stakeholders are actually trying to solve the problem, keeping their interest in mind, keeping the information in mind, and also what is your perspective. If you align these, you will be able to understand what can be the right answer.
Sir, you told all the possible hacks, by the way, which is really amazing. So I could pick up some cues like stakeholder management. Your solution should not be only your solution. So those things, I'm sure, once they start practicing, they'll come to know. So what are the best resources once you are preparing for that examination decision making? Is it the old papers? And I was lucky through you. I was able to meet 6 conveners of that in my past life. Munish Thakur sir, Vishwa Vallabh sir, Sharma sir. I mean, the whole gang and RBS sir, and then XIMB's Tony sir, who was also the convener for about 2 years. So it was, and Gurunathan sir, amazing. So and sir, what's the hack on the DM side? Old papers is a good thing to start with.
I would always recommend that please go through our question papers. But again, there is a suggestion that don't stick to the way answers have been arrived at in those questions, right? Which are already there in the previous year's question papers. You have to understand that there is a particular way of doing it. It's like you draw something on a sand and then you actually completely remove it. And then you draw again. Right. So that is why it's very important to keep practicing. You never know what kind of a question would come and what dimension they would measure when it comes to decision making. But the more you practice, you are prepared. Right. It's like you cannot predict what's going to come, but what you already know, you are sure about that. And then you will become creative during your when you're solving your questions. Right. Creative in the sense you try to apply the best of your understanding in looking forward to which can be the best option. Right. So there is no particular formula to crack a decision making. And that's what happens in our lives also, right? The way you solve problems in your lives, same is in our section. We follow the same formula. You cannot follow the same formula, for instance, for choosing a stream in your engineering, for choosing a program like MBA or MS, right? You will use different kinds of parameters. Same thing you have to apply.
That's so amazing, sir. That's so amazing. So my pro tip is pehle purane paper to karo, sir. You get to know. You're not able to, as you rightly said, everything is like fresh every year, but still knowing the thought process of the paper setter is what these guys can hack. Great. So let's move to the third part of the presentation where I'm going to talk about the relevancy of XAT. So XAT is an examination. We've got nearly a month to go from here. Definitely IIMs are there for CAT, and CAT is gone. So that exam is how many institutions are accepting? 140, 160?
165 plus institutions are accepting our score.
Oh, wow.
Right. And there are many prominent institutions as well. So if you go to our xatonline.ac.in, that website, you can actually find who are directly associated with us. And then there are a good number of institutions which are indirectly associated with us. Directly associated institutes directly get scores from our end. Right. So the data is already given, our associate schools. So they are our associate members. They are all, that data is there. You can actually pick which school you want to apply. And I am promising that any of our associate schools, they definitely take the XAT percentile very seriously. I will not compare our scores with any other exam, but if you are doing well in XAT, you are definitely going to make it to that school.
So I'll compare it for you. I'll compare it for you. This is a school called as KJ Shumaya. I'm sure you're aware of the school. It's a great school based out of Bangalore. There's another school called as Bombay, called as Wellinkar, which has got 2 campuses. These both have as a CAT percentile, which is higher, which is like 82 to 84. And for XAT, it's like nearly from 70 to 75 odd. So,
right. So for XAT, I will tell you, they are very clear on this, that it assesses candidates comprehensively. We check your quant, we check your verbal, we also check your decision-making abilities. Along with that, we also test your general knowledge and essay, though we use it only for XLRI. But still, it tries to balance out, right? If you see, we have actually included our logical reasoning in verbal, our DI is in quant, because we wanted to accommodate decision-making as well, right? And our decision making can be handled by anybody. It doesn't matter whether you're an engineer, non-engineer, commerce graduate, humanities graduate, it doesn't matter. Everybody can do, because the scenarios in decision making section, they all come from our regular lives.
पर सर इनको ऐसा मत बोलो सर, थोड़ा पढ़ने को भी बोलो, ये मतलब पढ़ेंगे नहीं.
They all are studying hard, right? I can read the comments they are writing, so I know that they are well aware, and they are putting their efforts, right? Don't lose hopes. That's what you all have to understand. Like, keep trying. The only thing you can do is you can put your efforts, and consistency is a key to success. You stay consistent with your preparation, definitely you will win. I promise. Consistency is something which you all have to stick to.
Superb, sir. They're all saying excited for the CAT. This is so amazing. Krishna is saying thank you so much. So we're working hard. Bhai, convener sahab aaye hue hain yahan pe. We're very humbled and on our request. And after one exam is gone, people who joined on YouTube, boys and girls, do hit a like button for sure. And say a thank you to sir for spending time with us. It's so amazing. Sir, one quick question, sir. Abhi, sir, XLRI Delhi is also doing very good, right, sir? Over a period of time. Though we are relatively a new institution as compared to Jamshedpur. But if you talk about the placements and everything, how is the school doing right now?
So you call it a new school. We don't call it a new school. We believe that we have extended our Jamshedpur campus to Delhi. We treat it like that because we have a combined admissions process and we also have a combined placements process, right? So whether you are in Delhi or Jamshedpur, doesn't matter. We treat these students of both the campuses equally and they all get placed from our Jamshedpur campus. Definitely, we coordinate with representatives from Delhi campus as well. And same is with admissions, right? And that is why you would have seen, if you go to our website, you would see that the placement also is same for both the campuses. So in fact, initially when we started our campus in Delhi, so at that time, people were thinking it's a new campus, but those who joined at that time took a risk of joining XLRI Delhi. They could get a chance to actually get very good packages. Yeah. So that happens, right? So we are treating that campus as our campus. That's an extension of XLRI campus. We are kind of sister institutions, and our admissions is combined, our placements is combined. So I guess there is no risk joining it, and we have 180 seats over there in our business management program.
Yeah. The seats have also increased, right? The BM and BM and XLRI Jamshedpur as well as in Delhi, right? Over a period of time.
Obviously, say we already have increased one section in Jamshedpur, right? Earlier, we used to have 3 sections. Now we have 4 sections in Jamshedpur of business management program. And in every section, there are around 60 students. At the same time, in Delhi, we started with 1 section. Now there are 3 sections. So in total, there are around 7 sections of business management program. And then 3 sections of human resource management. And
there is a lot of cross-functioning. I know a lot of professors from XLRI Jamshedpur go and teach at Delhi.
Yes.
And vice versa. In
so,
fact, yeah, sorry.
So whenever we are floating an elective in Jamshedpur, we have to float the same electives for Delhi.
Oh, nice.
So, and we keep, so professors from Delhi come to Jamshedpur, Jamshedpur go to Delhi. So it's like we keep traveling to campuses and it's our campus only.
Superb. And I know that the founding director is George Sir of XLRI Delhi, who is right now in the Jamshedpur campus as the director.
Correct. So you would have met him. You already have met him. You have also invited him on your channel, right? So he was there. He was the director there, and since last year, he is the director of XLRI Jamshedpur.
Okay, so amazing, sir. Just last 1 minute. I know you're a busy guy. Just 1 minute. You're still in office, sir. How about the other schools as well? So once they're applying to say a GIM or a Tapni or an IMT Ghaziabad, and they're using their XAT scores. So these scores officially go from like how GMAT does. It goes from XAT authorities or to them, or it's like when they apply, just write and update their XAT.
So those who are our associate members, I told you on our website, the list of associate members is already given. Yeah. So those who are our associate members, they directly get access to the scores of the students. Right. So if you apply that, definitely you apply whatever you have as a Aero scorecard. With your scorecard, you apply. But they also get your score validated by the database. We give them access to the database. So they know your scores.
Great, sir. Sir, a comment aaya, sir, bas jaldi se paper bata do. So amazing. Sir, बहुत सारी questions आ रहे हैं XLRI के बारे में. We're going to do a lot of other things as well. Sir, एक tough question hai. I don't know. You can ignore it if you want to talk about that. Sir, how about quota in XAT? Do we have something for underprivileged or scheduled caste, SC, ST, OBC sections of the world? Because officially I couldn't find something there.
Okay, so we definitely try to contribute to what our nation is doing towards the underprivileged class, right? We definitely are doing that. But at the same time, we are also committed to meritocracy. So we try to strike a balance.
Super. Got it, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, I got the answer. So amazing. Sir, thank you so much for your time. Please, आप भी sir इनको all the best कर दो. Boys and girls,
All
say
the
a big
best.
thank you.
And hope to see many of you on the campus, right? Either on Jamshedpur campus or Delhi campus or our associate schools, be it JAM, IMT, TAPME, and so on, right? Lots of good schools are with us. So would love to see you and do wonders, take our nation to a next level.
Thank you so much, sir. Humble to have you on board, sir. Bye-bye, sir. Have a good night. Take care.
Thank you. Thank you. Take care. Bye.
All right, boys and girls, hope you guys enjoy the session. मजा आएगी तुम लोगों को. बहुत बड़े आदमी है यार ये, बहुत बड़े आदमी है. And yeah, just keep working hard. And people who've joined us from the YouTube family as well. Drop in your comments. Say a big thank you to Rahul Shukla sir for spending time with us. And बहुत मुझे बड़ा मजा आया, है ना? Sir, feeling a bit motivated right now. बिल्कुल यार. And as I said, so I'm going to be there with you till the end. You just don't lose hope. हाँ, XAT दो, अच्छे से दो. पर पढ़ लेना. वो सर तो बोलेंगे इजी है, बिना पढ़े कुछ इजी नहीं है. फिर प्लीज मेहनत कर लेना, ठीक है. सर कैट के बाद मॉरल डाउन हो गया था, बट आज सर की टॉक से थोड़ा मोटिवेट हुआ. अरे ओपन रखो, देखो यार, बच्चा तो पढ़ेगा कोई ना कोई. एक्सेल में तो पढ़ेगा, एक्सेल जमशेदपुर पढ़ेगा, कोई एग्जाम भी जाए, कोई एग्जाम भी जाएंगे, और कोई IIT गाजियाबाद XAT स्कोर लेके जाएंगे. कोई ना कोई तो वहां पहुंचेगा. बट मेक श्योर दैट यू रीच देयर, या यू सेव योर ओन सीट्स, ठीक है. All right, boys and girls, thank you so much. Let me just say a goodbye to the people who've joined in the YouTube community. Stream को like करिएगा और अपने WhatsApp groups के साथ भी share करिए, अपने दोस्तों के साथ. People are going to be motivating, feel motivated as well. ठीक है. Bye bye. मैं class continue करता हूँ. Love you all. Take care. और XAT के बारे में कुछ questions हो तो आप comment करके लिख लीजिए और comment को पर reply करेंगे. ठीक है जी. चलिए जी. Bye bye. Thank you. Like करके जाना. Stream बंद हो चुका है. बहुत बढ़िया.